Hey, it's Andre here. Some of you might be wondering why we don't add state to Searchbox. I mean, it looks like what we're doing is adding the onChange over here, giving it a function, and this function goes up a level and letting our app.js know that there was an event. But Searchbox, shouldn't that have the search field state? Let's explore that. Now, I want you to think about this. Why wouldn't we put state here? Pause the video, think about it. Let's find out why. Remember our third point over here? A good React developer decides what changes when state changes. Let's think about this. Now, the reason we don't change the state in Searchbox and instead we trigger whenever an event happens to handle change up here in app.js is because our other component, card list, needs to have that information, right? Remember, the way we filtered monsters was by using the search field state to filter based on the user input. So the way to think about this is like so. If we had our app over here, and this is our app.js, and in here we have the search component and the card list component. If the state was only here in the Searchbox component, there's no way for the card list component to find out about it. Remember, because of one-way data flow, data can only flow one way. So there's no way for, let's say, the search field state to move up and down to the card list component. So instead, we want to place the state in a place where it gives us access to whatever needs it. In our case, both card list and Searchbox need that state, that search field state, so we move it up. And the way we architect things in React is that when an event happens on a component, let's say a user clicks or types something, well, that event triggers the React event system and says, hey, something has happened. Create an event handler like handle input or handle change, and it's going to go up and let the component that has that state know that, hey, something has happened, you need to update state. And how far up that goes, let's say we had a component underneath this, we notify the component that has the state as far up as we need to in order to pass down that information to the components that need that information. Now, if you don't get this right away, don't worry. This is something that comes with practice that we're going to explore throughout the course as we build more and more projects. But I want you to pay attention that you want to decide as a React developer what changes, what events that the users take, how far up it goes to let the state know, and you want to move the state in a high enough position so that we are still able to pass down that information to different nodes. But at the same time, if we had, let's say, a state in here that the only people that care about it is these two components, well, if that's the case, there's no point bringing up the state all the way up here. You want to place the state over here because all these components don't really care about any of this. Again, this is a topic that we'll cover a lot more, and structuring state is a very big topic in React. But I want you to start noticing these things. Let's keep going.